GRTS.
Indeed, very sad day, Ibrahima. Modu and I go a long way. I could say more than 32 years now as we speak. Modu I found at Radio Gambia in my entry into the institution as an announcer. He was a studio operator, and we worked very closely over the years, and a dedicated person to his work, even as a studio operator at Radio Gambia in the early 80s up to the 90s. Actually, at one point he has to go over to the film unit and work there with Mr. Sanyang alongside Abdul Toure and others who were at the film unit in Banjo. Like I said, he has shown his dedication to this work, and during his stint at the film production unit, he used to come over at Radio Gambia also to do the news in Jola, and also present a program called Kamik Ajola, which was a Jola magazine program, and he showed much dedication once again to everything that he has been doing in his profession. When the Gambia got into television, Sanyang was one of those tape editors, very versatile, very erudite, knows exactly what to do. He loves editing. He will spend hours and hours and hours on the job, even without going home. He will have lunch alongside the likes of Bitei at the old GRTS premise, headquartered at Gamtel Serekunda Exchange, and will spend his entire day up to late at night before he will go home. Notwithstanding doing his editing job, he will still come back to Radio Gambia and do the Jola News at 9 o'clock. And when he gradually came to the position of Director General, I have never seen, of all the Director Generals that we have had at this institution, someone as dedicated as he was to this profession. I have worked very close with him. I have sat down with him over the years. We have talked very closely. I mean, it's a bosom-like conversation, and there's a lot he divulged to me about his love for the job. But one thing that surpasses all of that, apart from the job, is his dedication to the leadership of this country. Mamadou Sanyang can give his life for the President of the Republic of the Gambia. Mamadou Sanyang, I have never seen, of all the people that follow the President, there is none like Alhaji Mamadou Musa Sanyang. Like I said, he will lay down his life for the President of the Republic of the Gambia. We don't have a funeral. It's the President of the Republic of the Gambia that have a funeral. Everybody, ask every Gambian, and they will come back to this statement I have made, that Mamadou Sanyang was a dedicated person, not only to his work, but to the leadership of this country. He was an outright person. May Allah forgive him.
I received the news of Alhaji Mamadou Sanyang's death this morning with shock. I was called by the manager, Human Resources at ADME, Mr. Jata, and when I heard the news, I was heartbroken, to say the least. I could remember we started a long way ago, a long way ago. That was in 1993 when I started work at the film production unit. Mamadou Sanyang was there. The first day I even saw him from a trip, to Egypt. He went on a training program. When he came, he found me there as a new staff. That when he realized that I was Toure and he is Sanyang, that was where the joking relationship started. And from then on, it became more of an intimate affair. We started, working together. He trained me a lot. He trained me how to edit programs at the film unit. Because when I came, I was writing stories, going out on coverage, and even editing. He trained me how to do tape editing. I started that tape editing, with him, with his support. When I went to Ghana on training, I found it very easy, to continue what I've learned from him. And from then on, when I came from training, I still found Mount Sanyang editing at the Gambia Television head office at Cairo, at the exchange, Sarakunda exchange. The work continued again. We worked together as a team up to the day. If I want to recount all the assistance he has rendered to me through the years, I cannot name them all. He was virtually a fatherly figure for me, definitely. Mount Sanyang has helped me a lot. He has helped me through the years to what I've become today. It was through the help of Mr. Sanyang and to God that I am at where I am today. So I'm very thankful to God that I have had the opportunity to work with an indefatigable figure like Mr. Sanyang, who has known only work throughout his life. Mr. Sanyang, I could recall when we were at the exchange, he couldn't even go on leave. All the director generals that passed through us there, they will all tell him, no, Sanyang, you cannot go, because of the work he was doing for the institution. And I've emulated, what he has been doing over the years. And right now, everybody is telling me, your friend is gone, your friend is gone. This is where he sits, where you are. Every morning he will come and sit here, Abdul, where is the bread? What are you doing? What is on the schedule? Oh, he's only concerned about work, definitely. And even on his sick bed, when I went to see him, that was what he was telling me. What are you doing? How are the programs? He is always concerned about what is on TV, what we are doing. And we've really lost a fatherly figure, somebody who has guided us through the profession for the good number of years. For almost 2 decades, I have been with him and I have learned a lot with him. Sanyang is somebody who will not even want to see you angry. Even when you quarrel or argue with him, the next minute he will call you, come to my office. He doesn't want to see anybody angry. So that is the kind of person Mr. Modu Sanyang was, and I pray to God that his soul rests in eternal peace, and the family he left behind should also be assisted, because this is somebody who has devoted all his life to the service of the nation. That is very important. So we should not forget his family. We should all help them to, I think, let me end here.
I think what he has contributed to this country in terms of his work and his dedication to the leadership should be seen as a legacy, and that we should all try to emulate that, because we have a strong leadership in the person of His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Sheikh Professor Hajjaya Jame, and that strong leadership that has made all of us aware of our role and our duty to nation and society, and this has been manifested by Alhaji Mamadou Sanyang. Like I said, it's a legacy. His work and dedication to the service of the institution is also a legacy. Sanyang will sit here from morning till night. Sometimes I will close around 4:30, 5. I'll find him in his office, either resting just to take off again. He will not leave here until when the news at 10 is done. And I think that alone is worth emulating. So what I will say at this point of his demise is that for us who are treading in his shoes, be as dedicated as he was, and to follow the legacy that he has left behind. And I will pray for his soul. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant him eternal rest and eternal peace, and join him among those that Allah loves so well.
Well, if we talk about legacy, there is a lot that Mr. Sanyang left behind. If you look at our track record from inception to date, we can see remarkable changes happened in this institution. And during the time of Mr. Sanyang, I can tell you that is where we started changing faces. The attainment of satellite broadcasting, you could remember, started in 2009, and then he was at the helm of affairs, so he spearheaded that project. And any time you ask him, he is always talking about getting us a second channel, trying to improve transmission and quality of service for GRTs. So that is a foundation he has laid, and those he left behind should be able to continue that, because the way we are going, GRTs is on satellite now. The whole world is watching, and they are seeing pictures of quality, images of quality, and sound. So we should be able